Welcome. I'm at a place called St Mary's. So I thought it's a church, and I thought I'd take you for a walk round. It's got a good story attached to it, which I'll read as we have a walk round. Fairy tale. Obviously, the fairies are naughty in it. Well, not really. They're just kind of omens. Oh. Stick on live, love. Good. I've got Rob checking the live stream on his phone. This is really pretty. This arch. I don't know how much you can actually see of it. It's a really pretty arch. Alright. I've never seen a sign like this before. Have you seen that before, love? Commonwealth War graves.
Yeah, they have them in both sides of the church, yeah.
Do they? Oh, hi Shaz, afternoon. It's actually popping up on screen using this prism, so that's good. It's just pretty, isn't it? When I was reading about the church, the oldest grave is 12th century. I don't know where it is. But then, I mean, if you see over there's some right at the back. But then there weren't any graves till the 1600s. Yeah, the first grave were after William the Conqueror, when the church was first church, probably, and foundations were done. But yeah, there weren't any till 1600s, till the plague time. But they have found, in parts where they've extended the church, graves underneath it. So over that wall behind there, there's lots more graves. You can walk next to me, love. I've not got the camera facing me, it's facing away. I've got the camera facing away, so it's looking over there. Hey Cass, how are you? So I don't know how old these are. 1920s then, but there's some further back. Oh, that's like, wow, like a little tomb thing, this, isn't it? Can't see anything really written on it. Isn't this, Rob? It's weird, isn't it? If it's been child or... Well, hang on, we've got a bit of writing here. I can't really see it. Can't make anything out on it. Don't know whether you can through the camera. It's weird. I'm not ignoring it. It is really white. Struggling to see with the sun. I'm not sure, Cass, to be honest. Got another old one over here. Do you know, still I hate walking on graves around them. 1870. Oh, 28. Fine. Oh, 3 years and 10 months. Oh, his son died the year after him. That's sad. Rob, don't walk away from me. He's off skiing. You give him somewhere like this and it's abandonment, honestly. Oh, look. Oh, look at that. On the floor. Come from behind it. I'll try have a nip in there Look cold, don't they? I've only got sandals on. And this one, yeah, that's in Latin, by the looks of it. I can't see my hair's going in my face. You seen that over there, love? I wonder what best way to get to that is, because I can't walk over there in these flip-floppy sandals. Let's have a look, see if we can go around. I don't know what it is, this. I'm just trying to see if I can get to it. If that's been a grave or something. Look at these old ones round here. 1872. 3 family members, obviously. Oh, look at them on the floor. Don't know how old it is. I'm not walking over there. It's a bit soppy. Like I said, I've got like flip-floppy sandal things on. It's this one. It's a bit like that other one further back in it, but it looks a bit newer. I shouldn't laugh, but it just says Daniel died. Daniel died. Daniel, oh, that's the other, isn't it? June 3rd, 1868. Yeah, age 8 months. So that other one over there is probably for a child as well, isn't it? We've got them propping up that. Piggyback Rob. I know he's off ski. If he gets, I can't walk that fast or far, and he's like, just like not. You know when they do this, Rob? As they like right half down. It's like you want.
So there's more room for more people to go in it.
I know.
The church on Church Street inside. See a lot of them at full.
Yeah. Well, they used to bury loads in them, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't think you can now, too. Let's have a look. Everything on a graveyard. Child's one. So what I'm going to do, yeah, Roberto, turn that on. Transmission has been aborted. Can I get it back on? Have a look, see if I'm still on, love. Or if it's gone off. Huh? Are you sure? Just refresh your page.
Yeah.
Has it gone off?
No, bit of a delay there.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, showing that.
Right, well if I put my hand in front of it, then just see if it comes up.
Oh. Yeah, it seems.
Right. Still there, thank you. I take screen off by mistake. When I was trying to get my tablet because I've got the story of what happened here and where the fairies are connected on my tablet. So should we walk over? We're right back there, love. Shall we walk right back? Is it like woods down there?
It's an ancient woodland.
An ancient woodland.
From before the medieval period.
Well, there you go. Did you hear that? Pre-medieval. Down there. Well, there's a road that runs through that down there, love. Like, I don't know whether it's a road or a path.
Yeah.
Yeah. What road's that at back?
That's the one in Pemberton.
Right.
Yeah. The War Memorial Stand.
All right. Right, anyway. So I will try to multitask and do both things here. So it said that two men were walking this way late one night at the dangerous hour of midnight. One of them was old and one was young, but neither were happy to hear the church clock chime 12 times. I'm assuming it has. Do you know, you never know if these stories are true or false. So I thought, I'll just have a look up, see if it does have a church clock. Apparently it does up there, so we're good. They got their fear under control and walked on. Are we walking this way, love? I don't know whether we can go around the back or not. Just then, another bell tolled. A bell which they all knew as the passing bell. Now, I don't know whether you know what a passing bell is. Wow, some of these are old here, love. A passing bell, because if you imagine way back then, parishes were small, so there wasn't a lot of people. So when somebody died, it was a bell that was like a call to prayer, and it used to chime the amount of times for the age of the person. So neither man had ever heard the passing bell at this time of night, though out of respect they stopped and listened and counted the number of times the bell rang. They knew it would toll once for each year of the life of the poor departed. Wow, it does go right down that. Look at that wood. It turned out that the person departed was actually the same age as the youngest man, and it saddened them. The younger man really wasn't that old, but as there was nothing to be done for it at that time of night, they carried on home. Can you hear the wind? He told... Hang on, I've missed a bit. I'm trying to do this with like phone in one hand. Babe, click on that middle thing there. Yeah. Thanks. Just further up the path, they saw a tiny man dressed in blue and chanting. The older man immediately recognised him. It was a fairy. And from the chanting, he guessed he must be leading a fairy funeral. You can see there's more graves round the back here. He told the younger man to hide, so that they weren't seen. If they weren't seen, no harm would come to them. And so they stood quietly as they watched the whole procession of tiny fairies pass them by. They carried on. They carried with them a coffin which was open. They managed to see inside the coffin as it passed by, and to their horror, they saw the face on the corpse was none other than the younger man. The younger man ran forward, shouting at the fairies to let him know how long he had left to live, but they gave him no answer, for as soon as they heard his voice, they vanished. Every day after that, the younger man grew more and more into more morose. Can you pull my hair out of my face a bit? Thank you. Expecting that any day now his life would end, as indeed it did. About a month later, when he fell hard from a haystack, read that out of context, as he did a month later when he fell hard out of a haystack, his funeral passed along the same route where the two men had seen the fairy funeral that night, and the older man was one of his pallbearers. So this all happened when they were cutting through this church, supposedly, and going home. That one Yeah. It said that some of them were Commonwealth graves. I don't even know what that means. I've never heard of it. So yeah, that's the fairy tale around here. If you've seen the fairy funeral, you were going to die. What's that one? Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to get close to this. Hold up, baby. Thanks. Have you read this, love?
I tried. I got about the first third.
Can
the date on it as well.
Can you see this? That is really weird. Here lies the body of Peter, son of
John Taylor of Pemberton.
Yeah.
Interred 16.
1682. Yeah, 82. What? As you are walking. So, what's that?
As you were walking.
So, don't know what that says.
Was aside.
Death did arrest and heart. H-E-A. No. Well, it's actually saying how he died as well, isn't it? He's dead.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like, did you not have one of those, Shaz, at that? Oh, shit. Don't want to rotate the screen. And I nearly fell from doing a Shaz. Did you not have a grave that was raw like that, Shaz? Don't want to walk right down there because I'll never get back up that hill. Let's walk round here and we'll go back.
Just gonna have a quick look at the castle.
Where's the castle?
Yeah.
What, the mound?
Mott and Bailey Castle, yeah.
Where? Yeah, it's a mound now though, isn't it?
Well, it's a mott because it had a castle on it and it's man-made.
Alright.
But yeah. So,
Apparently we're walking this way. I'm not walking down that hill though.
no.
Yeah. Apparently there was a Mott and Bailey castle here. The mound's there for it. You seen all these graves down here? Wow. Hey, pizza. Look at that. Yeah, so there's the mound that the Mott and Bailey castle was on. Go right down quite a long way, those graves. They go around the corner as well. That's crazy. Oh God, I've got grit in my shoe. Yeah, so I know there's a grave from the 12th century here, but I'm not going hunting for it because it didn't say where. And could be anywhere, it's a massive place. So, here you come in, love. Tell you what I haven't seen. I haven't seen that, you know that sign that we keep seeing on graves? I haven't seen one of them. You know that sign that we seen on that graveyard where we went to Witch's grave?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, Shaz went to a graveyard and it had on a few there as well. It's a Christian symbol, apparently. It's a nice old church. planted some new little bushes there. It's like a rose bush. Listen to me thinking I know about gardening.
Like George, just repurposed grave.
I don't know, I'm going to have a look. If I get in next to this church, I might be able to see this screen. Bet folks are trying to get into the... Yep. The Face and the Sun Timers too, yeah. I haven't seen them at all. So, I don't know. It's like that one. It must be around the back. That must be the back of the headstone because the front's got writing on the floor. I don't know where he's gone. He went to have a look at looked like some flags on the floor, but he thought they might be headstones. Well, it's old, isn't it? I'm looking at all these bits up floor and wondering where they're coming from because I don't want them to fall on me. Mossy Sayers. Well, that's just a weird thing to have on it, isn't it? Mossy Sayers. No writing on top. Have you seen this? There's bits falling off from all over. That one's that old, there's no been writing on it, but just wore down. I'm coming out that way because bits falling off. Can you read that in there, love?
Writing as well.
Right.
Last death was 1804.
Yeah. Can't really get in, it's the other way around, isn't it?
This is the first one.
For a ride out, beautiful church there, more like a bloody cathedral. God, could you imagine, Shaz, bits falling down on me though? What, we're oldest one?
The top one's 1804 and the bottom one's 1804.
I don't know whether that date's done, watch yourself, because I want a sweet camera over there. 1653 the date's done for the church. I don't know whether you can see it or not. It's over there. Or is that another one that's all together?
Here lieth the body of John, Lord Loxham.
That other fellow were called John. Maybe they made him themselves, the Johns. It's another one of those with writing that's all next to each other. Oh, getting tired now. It's a bit enough for me. Oh look, there's another one. Does that say 1686? That one. Edward Hollinghurst. Okay. $1727. Some old ones along here. got moss growing in all the names on that one. Very pretty. I'll not stop this till we get back towards the car, purely and simply because I can't see the screen to see how we turn it off. So you can walk with me a little bit more back to the car. You can't, love, look. Yeah, I'll have to do some more research. I actually went on one of the groups on Facebook for Preston, and we're asking about legends, you know, in and around. And somebody just put yesterday, the fairy funeral at St Mary's in Penwitham. So I just had a quick look. I've not learnt anything about the churchyard, the church or anything, just the fairy funeral. And but I will, and see if I can, if it's actually located and know where the grave is. That's from 1200s. So, do you think it were after Hastings? That's 1266. So, between then and 1300s. It could be anywhere because it's a massive place. Maybe you're going to have to open the car. And I'm not going to have to let you all see my car reg. Have you opened it? Oh. Excuse me, I just don't want you all to see my car reg. It just is what it is. No, you can see my car because my car's cool. But you can't see me reg. And then when I get in, I'll have to see if I can see. Oh, I will turn it off. Probably the village park. I missed something there. Oh, you're going down to Priory. Nice, some nice stuff found there. It really is. Right. Oh, should we drive past the War Memorial?
Yeah.
I'll leave it on while we have a drive past the War Memorial. So let me get my seatbelt on. And right near the War Memorial, there was supposedly evidence of a well that, put aircon on, love, that did healing as well. But it's all been covered up over the years and everything. So, but yeah, healing well was there. Do you know there's more healing wells around country than there is soft mint, honestly. There's a healing well here, there and everywhere. Came down, we're at Dodgy, did they tell you a shit one? So I came down to Preston to buy a TV screen a few years back. Was it conning you? Probably a common, weren't it? Yeah, a lovely road called Church Avenue, this. Some really posh houses at the side as well. That'd cost a fortune to live in, up onto all that. There's Church Avenue. Don't know whether you got to see it. Quick look at the no, it still works, my son's got it. I don't know, there's a few dodgy people around Preston. I'm not, you know, I'm golden, but there's a few dodgy people around Preston. further up into Penwith or further back?
Yeah.
Alright, where? Or just behind the gap up there?
You can see it. Well, that's the,
Yeah.
that's the path that goes into the woods.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, nice.
Just past it.
So that's the path that goes
You
up
can
to them
see the
woods,
flags
apparently. Oh, yeah, so it does. And there's the War Memorial. It's a nice War Memorial, that, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I'll show you the river when we go across it, then I'm going. Drive slow across the river, I don't see anybody behind us, feck 'em. I would just better than Eastern Discovery. Few allotments. Right, drive slow over River Love. I don't know whether they'll be able to see it from here, but where is it now? I don't think we're going to be able to see over it, but that's the river under there. See it that? No, you can't. Oh, that's a shame. You can't get to see it. You can see the side of it there. Because that's the river behind them. This train track wasn't used for like 30 or 40 years and they started using it again, didn't they? And it's been shut. Oh yeah, train. It was shut for like, honestly, 30 or 40 years. Go to Docks, love.
Yeah, it would have been 2 minutes earlier, we would have caught the steam train.
Yeah.
There's a smoke, there's another one.
Look, steam train.
There it is.
Look, can you see it? Go slow. Can you see the steam train? Hey, don't tell me I don't show you good stuff. Yeah, they've opened it up to do those kind of things with it.
Yeah, better speed up there before I get shouted at.
How cool's that? 30, love. I know, that cool. Steam train. I don't know how much. They're not overly expensive, are they? Because I think we looked to think about taking Sierra on there.
Yeah, dear.
And we're going towards the docks now, Preston Docks. Oh, there it is. Well, it doesn't say how much they are though. No, that's like the little train station there. So, stop. These flats here, or apartments, they all go onto the docks. There's, you know, the front onto the docks. We're just round the back. Thomas lives near me. Thomas the tank engine. I watched an American version of it, and 2 of the engines were gay. I mean, I have no problem with it, but I mean, talk about reworking stuff. You'll get a good view at docks when we go around this corner. Here we go. We're heading to docks now. It's obviously for the bridge for the boats to go through, but yeah. It's like the dry dock. Front, if we can park. We have a steam museum not far from here. Great at Christmas for the kids. I went to a steam museum. Might have been Yorkshire. I'm not sure, because we did Haworth. Is it full? Well, that's the docks there, but as you can see, there's nowhere really to park in there at the minute. So see the front of it. Fish and chips. Yeah, this is all the docks here. They usually pull a body or two out every year. They do, don't they? Well, I
In the good way.
Now stuck. Is he reversing? Where the fuck does he think he's going to go? Sorry for swearing. You always get one idiot, don't you?
Not swearing, yeah.
You old feck off, you're worse than me. We have an Oliver Cromwell museum. Oh, well, I won't be going there. Being an Irish Catholic, it didn't do much good for us. There's a couple of places in Preston where Oliver Cromwell came during the war.
Fought a battle here, didn't he?
Yeah, he fought a battle on London Road. Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember where that steam. We'd gone to our fit day. We took kids, and then we ended up at a steam museum. But we drove a good half an hour, 40 minutes, if not more, to find this steam museum. So I don't know where it were. Now we're stuck, aren't we? Somebody pumping behind you? I will tell them.
I've not a clue what's going on, to be honest.
Oh, he's gonna reverse into there, love. Was that you watching this fella trying to reverse?
Probably the last parking space as well, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll just go on to the thing and end this. Anyways, I'm going to go, people. Thank you very much for popping in. I said I'd send Glenn the link and then didn't, so he's going to shout at me after. Anyways, I'm going to go. Thank you, Pizza Shaz, and anybody else who popped in. And I will speak to you again later. Take care. Bye.
Not a single parking space. So what's the plan?